So you saw the title. What exactly does not your average booty guru mean? That I'm going to tell you coming up next. Hey there and welcome to Real Chicks TV. I'm your Real Chick Carla. Thanks so much for joining me today. It always makes my day so much more special when you keep me company. Real Chicks TV is your home for all things beauty, fashion, makeup, skincare, lifestyle for the women over 40, all those girly things that we love. If that sounds like you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and be sure to hit the notification bell so that you'll never miss one of my videos. I am so excited because today I'm collaborating with one of my favorite people on YouTube. That would be Jennifer from Jennifer Joyce Beauty. She is one awesome lady and you're going to love her. I'm going to leave her video and her channel information down in the description box below. Always make sure you check out the description box because I'll always have links not only to channels that I love and people that you need to be watching, such as Jennifer Joyce Beauty, but also discount codes, coupons, and links to the makeup and lipstick and things like that I'm wearing. I am wearing today some lipstick that I have been asked before, what is that? So I'll have that link for you in the description box below, so always check out the description box. What are we doing today in our collab? We are doing the Not Your Average Booty Guru tag. Yes, Jen found this and we both fell in love with it and we decided we would share this with you today. A little bit of information about us and our thoughts on makeup, have a little bit of fun, and because neither Jen or myself are your average booty guru. Jen has a fabulous channel and she is a professional makeup artist in Southern California, and I'm going to tell you, if I ever make it back to Southern California, I will gladly pay that girl to do my makeup because she has got some mad skills. You are going to learn a lot on her channel. She does great foundation reviews, skincare ingredient reviews, things you need to know. Definitely check out Jennifer Joyce Beauty, and thanks Jen for having me collaborate with you. Love you, girl. Okay, so we've got a set of questions. I'm gonna need my glasses. What do you say we get started? All right, question number one. People tend to think that beauty YouTubers are experts, or that they should be at doing makeup. Of course, that's not always true. What is one thing you struggle with doing? And on a side note, even if you're a pro makeup artist like Jen is, I bet there's something that you probably still struggle with. So let's just get it all out in the open. Now, I am not a professional makeup artist. I have spent 30 years in television and radio broadcasting, and so I have been trained by many a makeup artist, and I've not only had my makeup done, but I've had them teach me tips and tricks throughout the years. So I've been trained by makeup artists to do much of my own application, but there are some things that I still struggle with, and the number one thing for me is winged eyeliner. I cannot for the life of me do winged eyeliner. And the reason for that is because I have deep set, droopy, hooded eyes. And I finally figured out one day, the reason I can't do winged eyeliner is because my eyes are not built for winged eyeliner. For years, I thought I was doing it wrong, and oh, it's something wrong with me. I'm having technical issues and I'm doing it wrong. No, it just doesn't work on my type of eye. Duh! Light bulb moment when I finally figured that out. What a relief. It's just not meant for me. So, gosh, isn't it sad that when you can't get the hang of something, you blame yourself? When it turned out my eyes are not meant for winged eyeliner. So maybe there's something you struggle with. Maybe it's just not meant for you. So don't blame yourself. That's something that I would definitely advise that you not do. Don't blame yourself. Just don't do it. Find something you like better. Okay, question number two. On that note, are there any makeup techniques you'd like to improve or learn how to do? Oh, Lord, yes. Oh, please, God, somebody help me with false eyelashes. I struggle with false eyelashes. I love them, and because I have deep set hooded eyes, I love the way they look on me, and I have very sparse eyelashes that are virtually non-existent, and so I love the look of false eyelashes, but I struggle with them, and sometimes it takes me 3 times longer just to get one eyelash on than it did to get my entire face, hair, outfit, and everything done. And sometimes I just have to throw in the towel and say, not gonna happen today. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I can't do this. Get on there. Oh, ow! 1, 2. Okay, number 3. Are there any makeup looks, styles, trends, or techniques that you absolutely refuse to follow or do on yourself or follow yourself? Okay, this is not to offend anybody. If you do this and you love this, go for it. But I'm not doing any funky piercings on my face, and I'm not doing any tattooing on my face. If you have that, God love you, but it ain't for this girl, okay? And another thing while we're on the subject, The squiggly eyebrows, I don't mean the Instagram brows that, you know, are kind of square shaped. I mean the squiggly eyebrows that, let's face it, look like sperm, okay? And the dyed underarm hair, yeah, I've seen that on Instagram too. Yeah, not doing that either. Anything like that, not for this girl, not gonna happen. Number 4, are there any makeup trends or styles that you used to dislike but now love, or vice versa, that you used to love but that you now don't care for anymore? Okay, I absolutely used to dislike contour, and I really like it now. And I don't do it as much as I should, and I probably need to practice at it more, but I really love contour. Number 5, are there any beauty makeup trends that most people hate that you secretly like? Highlighter. I love me some highlighter. I love to beam, and I love for the angels to see me from the heavens, especially right here at the tip of my nose. Not wearing it today because I've been told it irritates some viewers. Well, that's okay. I like it. I like to glow. Number 6, are there any makeup rules or stereotypes that bother you? Yes, many. I think that many of us think we have to follow set rules. Now, yes, there are some things, particularly on those of us who are over a certain age. I'm 51, for example, pushing 52. There are certain things that no longer look good on me simply because of my age. So I've had to adjust some things. But as far as rules or things like that, there was a time that wearing a lot of makeup, particularly when I was younger, wearing a lot of makeup meant that you were a slut. Or that if you didn't wear a whole lot of makeup, that meant you were lazy and you didn't care about yourself and you weren't feminine enough. Just do you. If you want to wear tons of makeup and that's your jam, then you do it. If you don't want to wear a ton of makeup and you're more of a natural person, then do that. That's your jam. Do it. And I also think that we've fallen for a lot of stereotypes that I actually was told one time, you wear a lot of makeup because you're not secure in yourself. No, I wear a lot of makeup because I like the way it looks, and that's as simple as that. So those are some stereotypes and some rules that I think we need to throw out the window. Number 7, what old news makeup products do you still love and use on the regular? Pretty much everything in my collection is old news. I do have a few newer foundations and 1 or 2 newer palettes, but I still love the older and first edition Lorac palettes, Urban Decay palettes, things from years ago. I still love my old-fashioned Merle Norman. I still love Coty Airspun. I still love many of the original palettes that came out years ago. And I think what's funny to me that people call certain things old news that came out 2 years ago. They're already calling the Riviera palette old news, and it's less than a year old. So to me, that boggles my mind that we consider that old news. But man, we are in a day and age now where there's just a barrage of a new sea of products every single week. And I think once you find what you like, stick with it. And most of my foundations and most of my powders and my eye palettes are definitely things from the last few years and even older, things that I found when I was a teenager. Coty Airspun is a great example of that. I've been using that since I was a teenager, and that is just something that is never going to go away from my collection. It's a classic, and you can't beat the classics. Chanel number 5 is another one. I will never give up my Chanel number 5. All right, number 8. It's possible that there may be a specific YouTuber who inspired you to start a YouTube channel, but instead of talking about that, let's talk about what, if anything, YouTubers have inspired you not to do. Okay, this is called Real Chicks TV, and this tag is called Not Your Average Booty Guru. All right, so we're talking about real life here. The number one thing that I would hate to ever find myself doing, that others have inspired me not to do, is to be snooty. God forbid I ever sound like I'm talking down to you, because I actually watch some people who I feel are so disrespectful. And not only in the way they address you on camera, but in the comments, or ignoring your comments, or being rude to you in a response. That is just so uncalled for. If I ever get to that point, I will get down on my knees and beg for forgiveness, because that is just so unnecessary and so not right, because it's a privilege to be here with you. It is an honor to me that you took time out of your day to spend some of it with me, because there are other things that you could be doing. I respect your time. I respect you. I respect your space and the fact that you're sharing your space with me. So no, anyone who's snooty, conceited, holier than thou or disrespectful in any way, that has really taught me a lot. And I've come across a lot of YouTubers who come across that way, and maybe they don't mean to, but they do. And it's very off-putting. Not my style. Number 9, what beauty content do you love creating the most? My absolute favorite are doing eye tutorials, especially hooded eye tutorials, because I have hooded eyes. It's very time consuming. It's something that I don't do as much as I would like. It's something I want to do more of. When I first started this channel, reviews and that type of thing was not actually on my list of what to do. Tutorials, tips, tricks, techniques, that was my plan, and I kind of got away from that. So my hope is to go back to the original plan of doing tutorials and tips and tricks and things that will help all of us look and feel better. Number 10, is there any content that you create based on audience request or interest that you don't actually like or prefer to create? No. Now, I have had a lot of audience requests, and I am happy to get them. And so if you have any requests, leave them in the comment section below for me. I'll be happy to do them. But as far as something that I don't like or I'm not comfortable with, no, I don't do that. And here's why. If I'm not an expert at it, I have no business telling you about it. And I'm not an expert. I don't mean literally an expert, but if it's not something that I'm not comfortable doing, then that's going to come across. It's going to give misinformation to you, and that's not fair to you. So to me, that's disingenuous. I couldn't do that. Number 11, how often do you film? Oh Lord, wouldn't I like to be able to give you a pat answer for that. Technically, I upload twice a week. Lately, that hasn't been as consistent. I'm sorry for that. Life has gotten in the way, but I promise you that's going to get back on the straight and narrow, and that is going to get back on the path. Typically, I upload on Sundays and Wednesdays, so I hope that you'll subscribe and tune in. All right, number 12, do you have a job outside of YouTube? Yes, I do. I actually have 2. I am a professional television and radio broadcaster. I'm a talk show host and a news anchor. And I am also a licensed professional auctioneer. And what are you going to get for it? How about 10, 10, 10? How about 20, 20, 20? How about 20, what about 20? And 30, 30, 30, what about 30? How about 40, 40, 40, what about 40? How about a $50 bill? 50, 50, what about 50? How about 50? And 60, 60, 60, what about 60? How about 60? I got a $60 bid. Looking for a $60 bid, $60 bid. Sold your way for $50. So those are my 2 jobs outside of YouTube. Number 13, what beauty content do you enjoy watching the most yourself? Tutorials. I really love watching tutorials, particularly on things that I want to improve upon. Hooded eyes, hooded eye looks, contouring, tutorials on eyelashes, because those are the things that I'm worst at. So I like to watch things that are tutorials on things that I would like to improve on or things that I need the most myself. Are there any non-makeup channels that you love? Yes, there are. And they are particularly DIY channels, and they are fashion channels. One is Aurelia M. She is an absolutely fabulous lady. She's plus size, and she gives the best style and fashion tips that you will ever find on YouTube. Someone else that I absolutely adore is Clueless Mama D. She does a lot of DIY and thrifting. She's hysterical, and she makes you laugh your way through life while you're getting some things done at the same time. So if you're into DIYs and you're into thrifting, check out Clueless Mama D. If you're into fashion, Aurelia M. Those are your ladies right there. They're smaller channels. I love supporting smaller channels because I'm a tiny little channel myself, and I think we need to stick together. So love both of you ladies. Number 15, are there any makeup misconceptions because of YouTube or Instagram that you wish people knew the truth about or that you hope to change on your channel? All right, there are a couple. One is that you have to be perfect all the time. And you're not always going to get every look every single time. You're not always going to feel well every time you do your makeup. You're not always going to be 100%. And if you don't nail it like the Instagrammer, or if you don't nail it like the person on YouTube, it's okay. Everybody has different skin types, skin tones, eye shapes, colors that look good on them and colors that don't. So there is no way that because your face is different than the person on YouTube, there's just no way that you're going to look exactly like them. And that doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. It just means that's what works for them, and it may not work for you. So explore your own way. The other thing that I think is a huge misconception is that if you have a YouTube channel, you must be bulletproof, you must have no feelings, and you're surely very full of yourself. And I can tell you that some of the most beautiful people on YouTube that I know, suffer with insecurity and depression and anxiety and lack of self-esteem. And so when hurtful comments are made, they are just that. They are hurtful because we do have feelings. And I think that it's often thought that we don't have feelings, or we don't care, and that we're snooty and we're just, really stuck on ourselves because we have a YouTube channel, and that is absolutely not true. If anything, the opposite is true for a lot of people, if not most people. Number 16, have you ever felt unqualified or like a bad beauty YouTuber because you don't do things just like every other beauty guru? Well, that's why I'm not a beauty guru, I'm a booty guru. Of course, absolutely. There are a lot of things that I have to do differently simply because of my size, because of my age, because of my skin type, and because of my eyes. I have probably the most hooded, the most downturned, the droopiest, deep set eyes of anybody that I've seen in our mature beauty community. And so I have to do a lot of things differently. And I don't know, yeah, because I'm not perfect, sometimes I do feel like a bad beauty YouTuber. Because I'm not stick thin, I feel like a bad beauty YouTuber. Because I'm not 25 anymore. Because I'm not a lot of things. I'm not perfect, and you know what? That's okay. So instead of feeling bad about it, I'm just going to embrace it and go with it. And I encourage you to do the same. It doesn't make you bad, it just makes you different. If you could collaborate with a brand, which would it be and what would you create? It would probably be ColourPop, because I have fallen in love with ColourPop. It's cruelty free. It has a lot of really good things about it. And they have really expanded their line. Not just eyeshadows anymore or liquid lipsticks anymore. They have really expanded into foundations and all kinds of awesome highlighters and things like that. I would like to create a total face palette that had absolutely everything in it, from the lips to the cheeks to the eyes, a total face palette, so that you could put it in one handy dandy little palette, pack it up, travel with it, and you'd have everything that you needed. And I'd love to do different shades and different colors for all different types of skin tones that would be universally workable. That would be my dream. Would you rather collaborate with a brand or create your own makeup or beauty line? Absolutely, I would rather collaborate with a brand, because they've already done all the hard work, and I don't have the business sense to do that. I certainly don't have the chemistry sense to do that, so I'd much rather collaborate with a brand. And this is probably my favorite question, last question, because your average booty guru doesn't typically do this. It's shout out time. Name 3 beauty content creators you think deserve more followers or recognition, and there are so many, it was hard to narrow it down to 3. But I am going to say Heather Rose's Beauty 40 Plus. Heather is an absolutely beautiful woman inside and out. She does amazing content. She has incredible quality, and just the sheer aesthetics of her videos are amazing. And then the content is incredible as well. She does very in-depth tutorials and reviews, and you will not regret watching Heather Rose's Beauty 40 Plus. Hi Heather, you're a doll. I also absolutely love Allison Chase. Allison has, let me go back. Heather has less than 1,000 subscribers, and she deserves so many more. She works so hard. So please go check out Heather and tell her that Carla from Real Chicks TV sent you. Also, Allison Chase. Allison has about 5,000 subscribers. She deserves so much more. She does a lot of high-end makeup, both tutorials and reviews. She is the Chanel and high-end queen. She knows what she's doing. Please check out Allison Chase. I will link her channel and Heather's channel and the next channel all in the description box below so that you can check them out. And also Ada Solly Styling. She is a beautiful woman from Australia. She's 50 plus. And she does incredible makeup and fashion videos. So I love that she incorporates both the style element into the beauty side of her videos. So those are 3 channels that I think you absolutely need to check out. I think Ada has about 3,000 subscribers. All 3 of these are 5,000 or less, and they definitely deserve your support. I love them, so please do check them out. And that is the Not Your Average Booty Guru tag. Thanks so much to Jennifer Joyce Beauty for collabing with me. And if you are a content creator, tag You're It. We would love for you to do this video, and we would love to hear your answers, the things that help us get to know you a little bit better, and you know, just getting real and getting honest, and there's never anything wrong with that. You can never go wrong when you just keep it real. So thanks for keeping it real with me today. I am, after all, your Real Chick Carla. This is Real Chicks TV. Thanks so much for joining me today, because it always makes my day that much more special when you're a part of it and when you keep me company. Until next time, keep your head, heels, and standards high. Much love to you. Bye-bye.